All right, so now let's take a quick look at the science test questions. The passage was as follows. Australian researchers have discovered electroreceptors. Okay, now what do we understand from this word electroreceptors? We know that receptors means something that receives. Okay, receptors is something that receives. Okay, and electricity. Okay, clustered at the tip of a spiny anteater's snout. So snout is like the beak. Okay. The researchers made this discovery by exposing small areas of the snout to extremely weak electric fields. So they put weak electricity and then they started recording the transmission of resulting nervous activity. So some kind of nervous activity. Nervous activity means relating to the nerves. Okay, you're relating it to the nerves. To the brain. All right. Okay. Why is this happening? Just give me one moment. Let me erase the from slide. So while it's true that tactile receptors, tactile is touch. Okay, so tactile receptors, another kind of sensory organ on the anteater snout, can also respond to electrical stimuli. Such receptors do so only in response to electrical field about the strength of about 1,000 times greater. So tactile needs 1000x if electroreceptors need x. Okay. Now, having discovered the electroreceptors, researchers are now investigating how the anteaters utilize such a sophisticated sensory system. So basically, this is talking about how. Okay, so this is what's the purpose of this thing. What's the purpose of electroreceptors? Okay, so in one experiment, they trained an anteater to distinguish between two troughs of water, two types of water. Think about it like that: one with a weak electric field and another one with none. So one water had weak electric field, the other one had zero. Okay, such evidence is consistent with research hypothesis, that means assumed statements, that anteaters use electroreceptors, okay, to detect electrical signals given off by prey. So this was our assumption. However, researchers are yet unable to detect electrical signals emanating from termite mounds. What are these termite mounds? This is where the food of anteaters live, the favorite food of anteaters live. So maybe termites are food of anteaters. Still, researchers have observed anteaters breaking into a nest of ants at oblique angle and quickly locating nesting chambers. So maybe this use case of being able to locate unseen prey is what the researchers are taking as the use of electroreceptors. Okay. All right. So let's quickly look at the first question. Before that, yes, the word emanate means spread out from. So come from. Okay. So we have seen that over here when we were talking about the termite mounds emanating from termite mounds, that means coming out from the termite mounds. All right. Okay. So the first question is, according to the passage, which of the following is a characteristic that distinguishes electroreceptors from tactile receptors? Now, what do we know? It's about the strength being 1,000 times greater. Correct? So can I say it's the amount of electrical stimulation required to excite the electroreceptors? Yes, it's not the amount of nervous activity. It's not the unusual locations. It's not tendency to be in clusters, that had nothing to do with all this. And it's not in the manner in which electroreceptors are resuming. Okay, all the things from this part I can see is 4. So this will be a specific detail type question. Okay, all right.